Alright, Shalom, Shalom, Israel's the brother Bakalah Walum, here with another hopeful, edifying video to the body of YAHAWAHSHI. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Ba'ashem, YAHAWAHSHI, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders that I learned the truth from, the men at GMS, and the brethren with the like-minded doctrine. I'm going to try to hold off for I got this from my brother. They're talking about basically the algorithm, so they won't pick up anything because, trying to minimize the chance of videos being taken down. So I'm going to basically start. I can just start now because, this video I got here, right? Basically, I want you to look at what's being worn by these officers. It's a sheriff department. Look at the uniforms and the type of weaponry that they are carrying when being called to this incident that was reported. So I just wanted you to emphasize on what they're wearing and the body armor, the weaponry, and how many officers it is, and the armored vehicles. I'm gonna point that out too. So look at these guys, what they're using, what they're wearing. They got look like he got some type of body cam. Some type of camera on the top of his helmet. Got a helmet on. Look like he got a bulletproof vest and all type of weaponry. You know what I'm saying? I'm just pointing that out, and I'll let it play right here.
The breaking news this morning in Dunedin, an 18-year-old arrested there after randomly firing while running away from deputies. Deputies say he even climbed.
Look at that. Look how many people that is. He said it was one team was firing at deputies. But I want to look at what these guys. That's what I'm emphasizing on. What these guys are wearing. Bulletproof vests, all type of weaponry. You know what I'm saying? Look like they got cameras on top of their helmets, and things like that.
Onto a roof of a home on Michigan Boulevard. After at least a 6-hour standoff, the SWAT team used specialized equipment and beanbag rounds to get miles.
So they use specialized equipment and beanbag rounds, specialized equipment.
Abbott to surrender around 2 in the morning. Nobody was hurt in that confrontation.
Look at that vehicle right there, man. That armored vehicle they got right there. Y'all people don't know what y'all what's coming to what's right there at your door. They a lot of people they call conspiracy theorists. They know they militarize the police, man. Like you can go to your anyone can just look at their local police department right now, man. See how militarized they are, man. They got all type of armor. They walking around like they behind enemy lines, man. So I just wanted to point that out. And give me a second. I got another video I would like to show. All right. I have this video here, right? It's a news vid. Another news vid. Basically talking about law enforcement law enforcement may soon fly drones without a warrant to inactive law enforcement may soon fly drones without a warrant in active crime crash scenes. Salakia. But I'm gonna show you what's being said here.
Only on 6, the Orange County Sheriff's Office is calling on state lawmakers to allow the use of unmanned drones without a warrant. Critics argue the aerial view could allow an invasion of privacy under the Fourth Amendment.
News 6 investigator Mike Hofeld joins us with more. Mike?
To be clear, in an emergency such as an active shooter, drones can be used by Florida law enforcement, no questions asked. Having said that, look at the numbers. 1.1 million drones in the United States. 912 agencies, fire and police, use them in some capacity. And then there's the other issue. 18 states, including Florida, take a different point of view. In most cases, no warrant, no drones. But legislation could change that in our state.
530 feet away. Can you hear him? Can you hear the drone from that far?
Can't hear it. That's remarkable.
Nobody even knows it's there.
Orange County Sheriff's Master Deputy Kevin Johnson says that's the advantage law enforcement agencies are looking for. Surveillance through the lens of unmanned drones. Fast,
I can be in the air in less than 5 minutes.
efficient,
Immediate data right then and there.
and street tested by fire and rescue teams
See, it's inside that wall.
to deputies looking for a suspect on the run. Imagine deputies in this parking lot right now looking for a suspect. I'm hiding behind this white SUV. From the ground, you can't see me. But from the sky, using that, you got me.
I can tell the deputy exactly where you are.
But if it's not an emergency, 18 states from Florida to Wisconsin set this limitation. No warrant, no drone. The issue? Your Fourth Amendment rights.
Talk about Big Brother gone berserk. That is what is in our future if we're not careful today.
And we know who that is. You know who that big brother is. You know, Esau Edom. You know, he's the big brother. I just want to point that out. That how much nothing's a coincidence, but you know, just how that fits together. Of he's the program Big Brother, and that's exactly who it is.
Veteran criminal defense attorney Mark O'Mara tells News 6 the drone's aerial view creates a potential risk to our rights.
If there's an active shooter 2 doors away from your house and the drone goes up, can they use information that they find in your backyard?
We're not looking to violate the Fourth Amendment. We're not looking to violate search and seizure laws. We're just looking to help keep people safe.
MENA is leading support for Senate Bill 520 and House Bill 1433. The bills would expand the legal scope of drones for law enforcement, including crowd control of a crowd of 50 people or more, traffic management, collection of evidence at a crime or crash scene.
We don't want to be limited.
See what that seemed like. You said crowd control. What right? They got what's going on now. You have to there's a limitation on crowding or gatherings because of this this thing that they got out. So you know you got a social distance, and there's a minimal amount of people that could be gathered together.
In that use, especially when it comes to public safety.
It's not pre-crime or suspicion of crime.
During the House Criminal Justice Subcommittee hearing, Bill co-sponsor State Representative Clay Yarborough answered concerns.
It's after something has happened to facilitate the evidence collection, but that's the limitation.
It passed unanimously.
I want law enforcement to have their absolute technologically advanced ways to protect us. They are there for us, but we have
Suspicion of crime.
During the House Criminal Justice Subcommittee hearing, Bill co-sponsor State Representative Clay Yarborough answered concerns.
It's after something has happened to facilitate the evidence collection, but that's the limitation.
It passed unanimously.
I want law.
So what they did, they said they passed the bill unanimously. That means like everybody was in agreement, but you people wasn't in agreement. You have no idea, no say-so of what bills are being passed in the Senate or in the House. You know, that's being passed. So I want to get this. This says Psalm. I think it's Psalms or Daniel's chapter 8. So like we gonna get back to this video because I got a couple more videos I want to play. It's Daniel's. No, so like it might be Psalms 55 and 21. It says the words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. His words were softer than oil, yet were they drawn swords. So that's what it is, man. Like they pass these bills. They acting like it's to protect you, protect the people from harm, from crime, this, that, and the third. But in actuality, they waging war, man. They waging war on the people. You know, predominantly the children of YAHAWAHSHI, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. But you know that's basically who they waging the war on. That's against the children of the Most High. And I'm gonna read on. It says, "Cast thy burden upon Yahweh, and He shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. But thou, O Yahweh, shall bring them down of, into the pit of destruction. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days, but I will trust in thee." You know, so we must put our trust in Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. You know, cause these Edomites, man, they are bloody men, man. They are not satisfied with blood. You know, and I want to get this too. We can go to Daniel's. I'm gonna stay in Salaki. I'm gonna stay in Psalms. Have another one, Psalms 83. 83 and 3, and it says, They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. They consult together, Salakia, and consult against thy hidden ones. You know, that's what they do. This is another method of their crafty counsel. You know, they use these political meetings, the House, the Senate. You know, they have these meetings to pass these grievous laws, which I'm about to get next in Daniel's. They pass these grievous laws and policies to basically to destroy the people. You know, like I said, war was in their heart. And I'm gonna get this out of same Daniel's chapter 8, verse 25. So this is all basically I'm showing you this to see how militarized the police is, the local police is now than 10 or 15 years ago. You know, because it's a time that's coming around like none other. That great wrath, you know what I'm saying? Which I'm gonna get that too. That's this is Daniel chapter 8, verse 25, and it reads, "And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself," which is the point, Salakia, "and through his policy he also shall cause craft to prosper in his hand." So that's the point, you know. Through his policy, through these legislations, through legislation, he's calling his policies to prosper, man. He's calling his ways to prosper. He's passing these bills, which it says in the New Living Testament, what he will be a master of deception, you know, and will become arrogant, and he will destroy many without warning. You know, and we're gonna read it again. Daniel's 8, chapter 25, Daniel's chapter 8, verse 25, "And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many." You know, that's the point, man, because these politicians and legislations meetings, they say that they trying to basically look out for the civilians, fight against crime, and they have all these excuses to use these tactical military style tactics in their conduction of doing their job, man. You know, you see how like they was formed at the last video. They was like they had bulletproof vests, all this military style gear on, you know, for one guy, man. You know, it was like at least 20 officers there. I know 15 to 20 officers there, man, for this one guy, and I think the guy shot himself. You know, they had armored tanks, you know, armored vehicle. But y'all, I'm gonna get back to the I'm gonna get back to the video because I got a couple more videos. I'm not trying to make this long.
Law enforcement to have their absolute technologically advanced ways to protect us. They are there for us, but we have to do it in a way that still protects privacy.
Talked a lot about this. O'Mara tells me he would like to see a citizens board in place with seasoned attorneys to address cases that may emerge in the future. Lawmakers say the ACLU has indicated it's comfortable with the current language. If approved, it would go into effect July 1st, 2020.
You can certainly see how there would be some privacy concerns, but
sure.
I would also imagine that this could be saving the sheriff's office some money.
Oh yeah, taxpayers will love it. The sheriff's office tells me it costs about $725 an hour to fly a police helicopter, about $65 an hour to fly the drone. We like the idea of keeping the community safe as long as our rights are safe too, and we think it's going in that direction. Yeah. That's why we're supporting the sheriff on this.
There has to be a balance.
Absolutely.
Privacy, safety. Hopefully they can figure it out.
Absolutely.
Mike,
Thank you.
Yeah,
Would you believe that doing this?
that's a joke, man. You know, you people have no rights, man. The people out here that think they the Constitution is still in effect. You know, this is like Trump declared a state of emergency, and you know we activate FEMA also, man. That basically they have the authority to suspend the Constitution, and you see that right now. You have no freedom of speech. You know, freedom of protest, freedom of choice, none of that. All your rights are suspended, you know. If it is in violation or hindrance of the policies of your government, your rights doesn't, you have no rights, man, when they, basically, when they, come into conflict with the government. But I have another video, Slacky, give me a second. Bear with me, Israel. Alright, I got another video. I'm not gonna play this one too long. You know, I'm gonna let this play for like a minute and a half. It's another the use of the law enforcement and drones.
Drones are helping local law enforcement step into the future.
They are giving crime fighters a fresh perspective and leaving guys nowhere to hide. Drone 8 has Peter Bernard in the viewfinder for us now to tell us more about how this new tool is really helping keep all of us safe, right, Peter?
Yes, they are. Hello there, Keith and Stacy. Drone 8 is flying over our Tampa studios right now, and it's a live picture from our drone. You can see it there. As he gives us an aerial tour of what's around here, I will tell you that more and more law enforcement are using drones in their operation. They're putting them in the air because they're fast, nimble, and can see things you can't see from the ground.
He's still crouched down.
When bad guys try to run and hide, the police chopper can zero in from above. Sometimes it takes the sensitive nose of a canine deputy to collar a criminal. And now, more and more law enforcement are getting involved with drones. It gives them a perspective they've never had before. The Clearwater Police Department has 2 drones in its arsenal. They provide another set of eyes in places a chopper cannot go.
Really what we're using them for is going to be for missing persons. We've used them several times when we've had either elderly folks or recently we had a young lady out in the water.
That case turned out tragically, with the swimmer's body found a mile west of Pier 60. But a drone like this can help protect lives by flying into a building to see if it's safe.
Instead of the officers going in and possibly getting into a gunfight, we could lob gas in there, or we could give them maybe another opportunity to come out.
So yeah, that's all I'm gonna play from it, the video. But you see right there, man, like they trying to basically make it seem like it's a good thing. It's here to help, you know, with lost people. If people are getting lost, and fight against crime and to find criminals and all this, that, and the third, man. When in actuality, you know, like it says in Psalms 55 and 21, you know, his words were smooth in the butter, but war was in his heart. You know, they trying to pass off this legislations of using these tactics, military tactics as a good thing, man. Like it's a positive thing, man. Which yeah, it's basically they're gonna use it. They're gonna use this type of warfare and in this martial law that's right around the corner, man. You know, you seen the evidence of that in Katrina. You know, and I have another video I wanna play. Also, bear with me, Israel. All right, I got this video here. Basically, when the U.S. Army or the U.S. military was in Afghanistan, what the title reads: U.S. drone massacres in Afghanistan. So they used drones when they was in Afghanistan, and I'm gonna just show a little bit of footage of the what they were using these drones to do.
For more videos on people's struggles, please subscribe to our YouTube channel.
I remember watching a wedding. I mean, these were people enjoying themselves. These were people celebrating, like, a wedding, you know? Like, but someone in that wedding was a bad person. orders to take these people's lives. It was just point and click.
Yup, that's how it's gonna be. You know, like you say, they was giving orders like that. Chick that's out. She on TikTok. That military female. You know, I'm gonna say she was on TikTok. She said she basically gonna obey orders. Like that's what's gonna happen, man. A lot of these people are going. Their excuse is what? Following orders. We just following orders. So this is how they gonna run. This is how they gonna come down on you people, which is that great wrath that's talked about in Revelations 12 and 12. He gonna come down with great wrath because he know he has but a short time. But yeah, I'm gonna let a little bit more of this video play. And it says 40. Let me see, 40 Afghan attack. At least 40 civilians killed. So it was 40 innocent civilians, Afghan civilians killed by this drone strike. You know what I'm saying? That was in 2019, man. And look, and they got what they got over here now, refugees, man. You think some of these people, and they saying there's potential terrorist attack, potential they now they calling them potential terrorists, man, because what they did to their people, probably their loved ones and family members and things like that, right? They probably got innocent people killed. Now they shipping these people over here. You know, it's all an agenda, and that's probably what they're hoping for. They're hoping for people of that those people to do that. You know what I'm saying? But think about it, if that was your loved ones, man. You know what I'm saying? Your family members or children getting killed, innocent people being killed. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna let it play.
A plane arrived and bombarded the wedding ceremony and some nearby houses, including my own. Around 50 to 60 people were martyred, and 50 to 60 others are wounded.
I had no idea what it was. I had no idea what I was in for. I didn't know where Creech Air Force Base was. I wasn't even 20 years old at that point when I discovered I was going to be in that, so it was all very new and different. Yeah, I thought it was the coolest damn thing in the world. I was like, oh man, you know, play a video game all day. And then the reality hits you is that you may have to kill somebody. In our control room, you know, they had a picture from September 11th of the second plane hitting the building, just to try to make you pissed off about it all over again right before you go do your job. These guys have to die. These guys deserve to die.
You know, the people that really know about that 9/11 thing, man, you know that was an inside job, man. And a lot of the masses of people, they've been brainwashed by the government. Like these guys right here, like you said, they play a video of the attacks during that time, 9/11, and that basically, you know, put them in a killing mood, man, like revenge type thing, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's what he said. They played that video clip of what happened to the towers, so they can put them in the mood of like, you know, killing. And like he said, they think it's just like a video game, man. And they not really, the severity of it doesn't come into play until they have to kill someone. what they say, collateral damage. You know, that's basically you Americans here too, man. You're gonna be collateral damage when they storm troop, when that military or that martial law hit, man. You know, it's collateral damage, and basically you Edomites, you know, in the plans of the elite, they look at you too, collateral damage. You know what I'm saying? Or I think there's another term for it. I can't. It's not coming to mind right now. It's escaping me. I think it's I can't. It's escaping me though. But yeah. But it's gonna be collateral damage basically. So yeah, that's all I want to get from that video. See, that's how they look at these people, these civilians that die. They look at them as collateral damage, man. Like, and that's you know, and what, you know, like these people are just gonna be forgetful and not have revenge in their heart too, or shouldn't have any animosity in their heart. But I want to get this out of Revelations